Welcome back, my friends. Apologies for the break between the episodes. I've not been very well. I might sound a little nasally, so I do apologise. I'm just getting over this illness. But we are back. And we are looking freaking good. A good point was made in the comments. Shout out yourself, my friend. Let me just have a little cheeky ganders. So I don't get your name wrong or anything like that. Let me see. Let's have a quick little look down here then, shall we? Come on. My phone takes bloody ages. Oh dear. You were saying that I can, and you make a damn good point. You were saying that you can use dirt roads at the start. FSFX. Thank you, my friend. I completely forgot about that. You can use dirt roads to save yourself a bit of money. They're around somewhere. There they are. 20 a sell. These are 40 a sell. So you'll be spending half the money on roads if you use dirt roads. They're right at the very end here. And I'd completely forgotten all about it, to be completely honest with you. Completely. So yeah, you can fully build dirt roads. They're just basic two-way dirt roads. And that was a great shout, so I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. You make a damn good point. I want to hop straight in. As you can see, we're making money. People are moving in. It's all good. And I want to start building off the side here so I can get some more people moving in and stuff. So I'm going to get straight on that. And, let's get some more freaking people moved into Chiefsville, shall we? I like doing this here and there. Make a little B-Tech cul-de-sac. Love that. Right, bang, straight away, residential, bish bash bosh. Got our pipes in. And we're laughing. We're absolutely laughing, Jeff. As soon as they start building as well, we should see a bridge and electrical connection across there. There you go. Bang. Bloody beautiful. That should take care of this residential demand. Commercial demand is going to pretty much stay exactly where it is. Industrial might go up because there's more people moving in. So more jobs needed. Oh, we're a worthy village. Look at this. Let's freaking go. Love it. I love getting policies, I must say. And yeah, we can do all kinds of stuff here. So we'll have a look at some policies. We can finally get fire and police, which is great news. And we got about 20 grand off that, by the looks of it down here. Looks like a 29,000 to me. New area has opened up. And again, if you press Y, we can buy one of these areas. When we start spreading out this way, or this way, we'll buy one of these. And we'll be absolutely laughing. We'll be laughing. So, I'm going to come out here 20. Go up to the top. Bing, bang, boom. I'll make one of these, and then I can get some shops in on that corner. And perhaps reserve this for residential. We'll see what that does for the time being, for the zonage. Yeah, industrial's going up as well. Okay. Power. Right, let me pause it. Not much available on the power situation. I don't, like I say, I don't really want to use like raw material power plants. I've never really been into that. Let me get a couple of them down. Check my budget. Bosh. So we can turn this maybe up a bit to 75. Something like that. Something like that, Jeff. And what's water saying? Okay, we're pretty low on water as well, so that's due a bit of a crank. I tell you what, we'll put them both at 75, see how we go. We could always finagle it from there. Also, what I have learned with taxes, you can put it up to about 12% before they start being like, the tax is too high, what are you doing? So I'm going to crank that like Soldier Boy right up to 12%. And I guess we'll see. Once they're on, that's beautiful. Absolutely bloody beautiful. Water's gone all the way up. Love that for us. Right, they need power and water. Let's give them water. And we can plop some houses in here to bridge the gap. And bosh. Electricity is flowing. Okie frickin' dokie. It's very dark, but what I do want to do... We do have a 4-lane road. And if I want to bulk up my industry, which I very much do, then I might make a little 4-lane road off here, keep this separate, and then sort of allow them to get into a new industrial area down here. So I reckon that's what we'll do. Build off here. If I keep it separate from that, then all this industry traffic won't use these little 2-lane roads. Instead, they'll probably be drawn to this area. Okay, keeping an eye on my monies. Build you out there. Get this guy going. I want to come straight across. You know what? I'm going to make a couple of my little B-Tech cul-de-sacs. Why not? Worst case Ontario, we can just go in and connect those. That'll be absolutely fine. And, bang. Water. Straight across. Love that for us. Quality stuff. Now, electricity's not going to quite get over there. So what I can do is plop some stuff in here, use the little marquee tool, and hope that they hurry up and build right there. On both sides. Oh, we're nearly there, we just need a little building in, and it'll be like, bang! We'll have electricity flowing. Absolutely flowing. The demand has gone away, which is not good. But it is what it is. We'll leave it. The worst thing they can do is abandon the place. We'll destroy it. They'll rebuild. But they do want residential, which is a good thing. Plop that there. Right. How much is a police station then? Firehouse is 12k. And a little police station is also 12k. So let me... Right, well, that's all burning down, so that's great stuff. Because we've got access to police and fire, crime goes up and fires will start. So, it is what it is, right? It is absolutely what it is. Look at that, burn down. Absolutely wonderful stuff. But as always, don't worry about it. Just bulldoze them. And they're gone. They're fully gone. So we've got fire. We've got police. Do we have medical care? Yeah, it's right there. Right there. Don't worry about it. We've got it. It's fine. Absolutely fine. I do, however, if people want to come to work, kind of want to give them a road there to be able to do so. You know what I mean? Come out 10 more. Kind of want to snap to the middle of this road. Pop that just there. Connect these bad boys. And we have much more space for residential zoning. Grab this guy. Fill in that. And maybe put some shops in. Right there. Why not? Why not? And you can see here, where I built industry up to the edge of this zone, where it goes brown, that's where, like, the ground pollution goes and stuff. We're a tiny town already. We just can't stop growing. Let's go. It unlocks you a bunch of stuff. We've got parks and plazas and stuff now, which is absolutely fantastic. That'll bring some entertainment to the folks. Wonderful stuff. We've got keys and all sorts. Ah, yeah, good point. Policies. So over here, you'll see, with the power usage, it reduces... Oh, pardon me. My freaking throat. I told you, I've been ill. With the water and power usage, if you put these policies on, they'll reduce a little bit of consumption with your power and water. Which is nice, you know, but it does cost 5 monies per building. So it can be quite pricey, but we're going to do it. We want to hand out smoke detectors because it significantly reduces the risk of fire, so we're going to do that as well. And what's this? Increases the budget of parks and plazas by 20%. Which, I mean, it's alright, I suppose, but it will increase land value, so people are going to immediately want to move in where there's a park. When we start building parks, very soon, we'll absolutely do that. Increased health and decreased happiness, we don't really want that. And we don't want people to not have pets. We like pets. Plop in some pipes. Beautiful. They want more shops, which is absolutely fine with me. Like I was saying before, the ground pollution comes to the edge of this brown area. So if we were to build, say, houses in this section, right here, we could split it off with shops if we wanted to. And I don't think the shops really give a shit about, like, pollution and that, you know what I mean? We are losing a little bit of money, so we'll keep an eye on that. It's going up, though. That's not bad. We're keeping it balanced by raising taxes to 12% and doing bits and bobs with the policies. It will eventually balance itself out. So I'm not too worried about it. And we got 28 grand, so that's okay with me. Great stuff. Absolutely great stuff. Basically, look how much we've freaking built already. What's this been? 10 minutes. We've like doubled the size of the place. It's fantastic. When we get to 1500 as well, I think that's another milestone. So that's great. We'll take that. Right. Can we plop a little park on this corner? Yes, we can. If you zoom out, you can see this green circle. That's like the area of effect. That's how far out the, well, you'll see, when I place it, all the smiley faces show up inside that circle. And they should start turning blue. So I've got a nice little small park. Look at that. They're absolutely loving it. As McDonald's would say. Do we have a cheeky small playground we can plop over here for the rest of them? Yes, we do. I do like, as well, to put in like paths for people to walk on, because they'll walk absolutely miles. And it's nice to like block stuff off like that. You know what I mean? So maybe try and put one across here if I can. There we go. And they'll just walk. They'll walk and walk until their heart's content. Put that in there. That is connected by the looks of things, so that's great stuff. Maybe fill this up with a bit of commercial. And that's quality stuff. Absolutely loving it. I'm gonna get some little pathway coming around here so that I can fill in this little place with residential. Bang. Look at that. Can't go wrong. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. You know, ground pollution's not going to go as far as these buildings. So once industrial demand comes up a little bit, I'll put some in there. Absolutely. My throat is killing me. Okay, what's this looking like? Let's see. What we like for zonage. Maybe I could pop a shop just there. Much more residential demand, which is great stuff, because the more people move in, the more people are gonna be paying residential tax and all that kind of stuff, and spending money in shops and that. So let's freaking go. Do keep an eye on this though, because it's the same as a dirt road. It's 20 per cell, so you don't want to spend all your money placing paths. But like I say, they'll walk absolutely miles to get to where they need to go. So it's so worth doing, because it keeps a lot of traffic off the roads. It fully does. And that's absolutely wonderful, in my opinion. What we can do as well, bring this out here. Space already occupied. What are you playing at? Okay, we'll go from there. Down to there. That's connected. And then we can always fill that all in. Bang. Loads more houses. It's tidied off with a little path, so it looks real nice. And it deals with this demand right here. So let's go. Let's go. I'm gassed. Look at all that. Industrial demand is hovering at low, so I'm not too stressed about that. It's this residential that I'm worried about. The thing is as well, with the paths, once you start building off, when you build a road, it's going to destroy this path. So don't forget to go back and replace your path and stuff. It's so worth doing, I can't even tell you. Because it'll really get used. I'm telling you right now. But what I might do is build up north and then keep this road going and make a whole new area over there. So I think I might do that. We seem to be sufficiently dotted with commercial. Just plop a bit in there. If you build it, they will come. You know? They absolutely will. They love this stuff. Now, if I was to, say I wanted to upgrade this to a 4-lane road. I can't, because of this. So what I'd have to do is temporarily move it, you know, or find a new spot for it, maybe over here. And then move it back, you know? Because if it was there and, if it was here, sorry, and it still reached out to all these folks, I would just leave it there. But it's in a pretty good spot. So we'll have a little ganders, and it costs to move, so keep an eye on that as well. 2 grand. But it does basically feed the entire area. And if we're going to build up north as well, or up towards the river at the top, I'm probably going to want to build another one as well, so I might as well move it here for the 2 grand, and then expand that road there. You know? So I'm going to do that. Bang! They're sad, and then they're happy. It's fine. They're fine. So bish, bash, bosh. Now I've got a 4-lane road, in and out. Stays all the way through. Bloody beautiful stuff. Look at that. And what I can do is have a little look here. The fires are more likely to spread up there. We're all good for police coverage. And healthcare is only an issue at this top section. So I might start expanding already. Up the top. And it's going to be mostly just residential traffic, so I don't really want to stress too much about making the roads too big. Oh, let me turn road guidelines back on. Great stuff. That path connects real nice now. I do apologise for my croaky voice, you guys. It's been quite the week of illness, I'll tell you. Before I put anything in, let me just double check with the water people. Do all that. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. And we're back in the profit. So let's go. And it's just as simple as this. It really is. You have to keep an eye on demand. Make sure you're staying on top of it. And, yeah, all that good stuff. Finagle with your taxes. You know, like I say, 12% is usually the boundary from what I've discovered. Once you get to 13%, they're like, I'm leaving, the tax is too high. And you're like, no, please, don't leave. Right. I'm gonna have to start really thinking about... let's see here. Really thinking about alternate methods of, power. Put one there. Okay. Maybe, oops. Maybe put the budget back up to 100%. Just because. What's water saying? No, you know what? We'll do a cheeky 90% on the water. Cheeky bottle of water. And then they've got power. Plenty of it. Beautiful stuff. We can sit back, let our city grow. And, yeah. Look at the size of it now. How crazy is that? How freaking crazy is that? We've basically doubled in size in 20 minutes. So I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. How's the landfill doing? 13% full. So you eventually, you want to, like, get, when you're going to garbage, there's this incineration plant. You want to get to 7k population before this completely fills up. Because then you can start transferring stuff from the landfill to the incineration plant. You know what I mean? And eventually, when this is empty, you can eventually delete it and they'll just take it straight to the incineration plant. You know? And as it said, the incineration plant burns garbage to create electricity for the city. So, you can't grumble at that. You know what I mean? You just can't. But, as long as it's, covering the place, you're okay for now. You're absolutely okay for now. There are garbage trucks going about, doing their stuff. Okay, let me fill in this. We'll do some cheeky falls. And that should build straight away. There's quite a high demand for it. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. I'll build off the middle of this road, right to the end of here. Plop that down. And, I can get rid of some of these power lines, to be honest. Okay, these first two can go. Yeah, alright. Get rid of you. And you. And honestly, if I zone in here... Let me just pause it a minute. If I delete this... That says it's not currently connected, which is going to be a shitter for a second, but... I want some shops. In... there. Get rid of that. And I want some houses in here. Eventually. Yep, we'll plop them there now. And then I can get a few more shops on this corner, and they'll connect to this, which will connect to everything else. So let me give it one of them. And they should hopefully build in first, then it'll connect to this section. So let's see. Let's see what happens. They're going to be like, no, the power! What are you playing at? And bang, there it is. Right back. Absolutely right back. So don't be afraid to, like, destroy stuff and stuff like that, because it can all be replaced, and you know what I mean? As long as the zoning's still there, people are going to continue to build. And just manage your budget as you go, you know? Keep an eye on your power and your water. We're doing alright for both right now. Except for this guy over here. Because pipes. And bosh. Like I say, the more pipes you have, the more efficiently the water flows. Sometimes they'll be in the blue area, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, say it was these guys. All I would have to do is build a pipe down this road, and they'd just... the water would flow there easier. You know what I mean? But don't be too stressed about it. And if you are, make sure you play it on 1 speed. And you'll be absolutely bloody fine. You really will. Let's have a little ganders. She's gorgeous. Even from the industrial side of town, it looks real nice. Flippin' heck, my throat is killing. Right, so what I might do as a little last done, build this out here, down to this bit, and put a few more houses in, right there. I know I'm probably not going to build right up to the side of the highway, so I can keep that as is. And put some shops in there, why not? They're going to build straight away. And yeah, that, my friends, is going to be that. I hope you enjoyed this little short and sweet one. It was mostly about like budget management and that kind of shit, taxes, etc. But as we'll go, we'll try and cover a bit, pardon me, cover a bit more. And sorry, I've got such a sore throat, it's incredible. I'm just trying to say bye and I can't even talk. We'll cover a bit more and stuff like that. Like I say, hit me up in the comments if you've got any questions or queries or stuff like that. And I'll be sure to address them. And I'll do my best. We'll build a thriving, alive city before you know it. And then at some point, I do want to hop in and get a couple of my favourite mods. That absolutely help with quality of life and that kind of thing, you know what I mean? Move It being one of them. If you like to detail and put stuff in your cities that's a bit more sort of visual oriented, then you're going to want to get Move It and Prop and Tree Anarchy and stuff like that. So yeah, as you can hear, my voice is completely dying. So yeah, thank you for being here, my friends. I hope you I really do hope you're enjoying this, because it is by far my favourite game ever. But like I say, do let me know in the comments if there's something you want me to talk about or whatever. And yeah, aside from all the waffle and the clearing of the throat, my friends, please do take care when you're out and about in the world, because you are awesome and you are righteous. And I do want to see you in the next one. Peace and love, my friends. You couldn't write it. Right as I clicked stop recording for this episode, this popped up, so we've just hit Boomtown. And now we've got buses, transport, recycling, policy, which is great stuff, a bunch of new roads, advanced wind turbines, which are great, we could put them in the water, and that'll be fantastic, cemeteries, all kinds of different stuff. So I could do a bit of transport maybe in the next one. So yeah, actually this time, please do take care when you're out and about in the world, because you are awesome and you are righteous, and I do want to see you in the next one. Peace and love, my friends.